Welcome to the first 2008 edition of TCS in Action. I'm your host, Kimberly Austin. In this episode, we're focusing on healthcare. Today, hospitals and healthcare facilities are realizing that the best prescription to contain costs is to invest in energy savings.
We want the patients to be as comfortable as possible while they're in a setting where they're not feeling well to begin with. Then they need to have a pleasant environment to promote the healing process.
All over the globe, all types of businesses make choices about energy efficiency and environmental responsibility. Evans Memorial, a primary care hospital in Claxton, Georgia, faces challenges similar to those in healthcare facilities all over the world.
There is a rising cost of delivering care services. Reimbursements from Medicaid and Medicare are shrinking. There's an aging infrastructure, some of these hospitals that were built a generation or two generations ago, and they're continually pressured by government regulations.
Their priority is taking care of their patients. And the margins on hospitals is slim to none, so they don't have an abundance of capital to be able to address their infrastructure needs.
We have a 24/7 emergency room. We have a 24/7 laboratory, imaging services. We have outpatient rehab. We have a labor and delivery suite. We are operational 24/7, and we're not like any other facility where we can close the door at 5 o'clock and go home and then turn the heat and air down.
We have been a trusted advisor serving the healthcare industry for 50 years.
How are you? Good to see you.
Our approach at Trane is to link the physical environment to patient outcomes, to staff and employee and medical staff performance, and to the bottom line.
A performance contracting project, or PACT, from Trane recommended facility improvements, including Trane and non-Trane elements. The recommendation included Trane chillers and air handling units, through-the-wall units for patient rooms, roofing, lighting, and plumbing upgrades, and tracer summit controls.
Our task was trying to find a financial solution, keep payback as short as possible, and keep everything budget neutral. Take the money from their energy budget and put it into their infrastructure as an asset. Now what they do is they control all your temperature in all your rooms. The first step is doing some basic utility benchmarking. Then we start to walk the facility. For Evans, that process included some detail analysis. We counted every fixture, model, serial number, and every piece of equipment. And then we'll go back and really build a computer model around that information. It will project what the energy utilization will be in the future. And then we can bring that information back to the customer where now they can make a good financial decision.
And then here's your duct set points. So to keep the cooling going, keep a roof on the building, keep the lights burning. Those are tremendous challenges with working in a hospital while you upgrade and do all the energy retrofit portions of the project.
One of the most important areas to keep running during this retrofit was the surgical suite, since this provides not only critical care to patients, but also necessary revenue, up to 68% in a typical hospital.
Increased temperature and humidity levels leads to inefficiency in our surgical team, as well as increased infection rates for our patients.
And the surgical or the operating room has 100% outside air, which means whatever's outside, that's what we got to condition from 95 to 65. The old system we had would not do it. It just didn't have the capability due to age and several other factors. The system we have now is a lot more redundant than the one we did have. In the past, you just had a 30-ton. As it is now, we have 4 25-ton compressors to make up the 100-ton.
If we can provide a better environment, improve indoor air quality, improve temperature control, not only the patient's going to be more comfortable, so is the entire staff.
A proactive, results-based approach broadened Trane's scope of work with the Glasgow Royal Infirmary, an historic 1,000-patient bed teaching hospital in Glasgow, Scotland. In 2006, Trane offered to install tracer summit controls on the hospital's 3 chillers and measure the resulting change in energy efficiency. The Trane controls team collected data over a 2-week period, and a subsequent Six Sigma Lean project demonstrated a savings of $17 per hour, over $92,000 per year. The hospital could also realize an annual savings of 5,545 chiller hours by controlling the running time of each chiller. Based on these projections, the Glasgow Royal Infirmary installed Tracer Summit controls on all of its chillers, borrowing funds against its energy budget to do so. Doctors at Vichayut Hospital in Bangkok, Thailand, specialize in ambulatory care, cardio procedures, and other high-scale operations in the hospital's 6 surgical suites. Trane worked with the hospital's administration and facility design team to address environmental concerns, such as the refrigerant phase-out schedule. Trane sold the benefits of its high-efficiency R123 chiller. The R123 chiller decreased electrical consumption by $115,000 annually. A cool, dry, quiet air handling unit lowers humidity and meets strict indoor air quality standards in the surgical suites. And Tracer controls maintain system efficiency throughout the entire facility. Today, Vichayut Hospital views Trane as its single source provider of energy-saving solutions. In the Americas, EMEA, and Asia, these are just a few of the many ways Trane is building a systems, services, and solutions business that will carry us well into the future.